I wanted to share a really cool new way of looking at a concept that I've known about before. So Abraham talks about get an alignment and then, get an alignment and then, get an alignment and then. So when you're in alignment, you can actually set an intention, and that intention will be coming from the true place of what your joy is because you're already in alignment, right? So that makes sense. And Dr. Joe described it in a different way that opened something up for me and made me see it from a new perspective. The way he talks about it, okay, so most people create from the mind. They look at the gap, they look to see where they're missing. So where am I missing in money? Where am I missing in a relationship? Where am I missing in my life? And then from there, they create an intention, which makes sense because if they feel lacking, they're going to want to fill that with something that feels more whole and more complete. So the way that Dr. Joe describes this is he talks about going into the heart first to connect to that feeling of wholeness, to that feeling of completion. Now, going into the heart is a very specific technique. That's the heart coherence technique, which I've posted a video about that you can check out. But it's created by this company called heartmath.org. You can also go there and check it out. But it's a technique to get into your heart, right? So when you get into your heart and you do this breathing, it puts your entire body into coherence, opens the door and the gateway to not only feeling whole and complete, but also to reprogramming your autonomic nervous system. It opens the doorway to the operating system. So you can get in there and you can tinker around and you can place in programs that you want to experience in your body, like peace, relaxation, love, acceptance. So the idea is that when you get into your heart, the heart automatically entrains the brain into a coherent pattern. So what that means is if you were to measure this on a measuring device that measures the brain waves, an electroencephalograph, you would see that all of the different compartments are working in tandem. So the entire brain is working together. It's in coherence and it's in a highly ordered state. So when you go into the heart and you connect into the heart and you connect into that feeling of wholeness and completion, and your heart opens, you may even start crying, you may even start feeling some things that have been kind of locked down as you're protecting the heart. What happens is your true intentions move up into the brain and are perceived by the brain as images in tandem. So what this means, this is what Dr. Joe calls it, images in tandem, that all these images come at the same time that match that feeling. And these are images that are derived from your past experience that are, I don't want to say predicting the future, that are envisioning the possibility of what the future could be. This is what Dr. Joe calls an intention. And I just struck me in such a unique way that of course we have to be in the heart in order to create an intention, a true intention that doesn't come from trauma, that doesn't come from a gap or a lack or something that we feel like we want. So that was that really struck me and hit me in a new way, and I hope it was helpful for you guys.